guys, happy Monday. I have some fabulous news for you. I'm going to share it in about 3 seconds. Housekeeping. These are only my thoughts. These are my opinions. Some of them we have experienced and lived through. You decide whatever you want to do. This is just us or me sharing some of my stuff. I appreciate it if you subscribe. Thank you. I'd really appreciate it if you liked it as well. And and that you come back. That little bell really helps too. That way you get an email saying, oh, next video is out. So thanks guys. Now, the news. Very exciting news. I want everybody who's in the market for a condo to pay attention, okay? You guys, you have to go buy a condo this week, all right? Or if not today, because apparently there's multiple offers, and that's happening because, of course, the demand is greater than what is actually available. So you need to get involved in the frenzy. We've had the housing frenzy. Now we've got one in the condo. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Yes. Somebody tell me they're kidding me. No, that's really out there. Multiple offers, 1-bedroom condos are just flying out the door. I don't care if there's 5 of you in the family. Go and get a 1-bedroom condo. They're running out. This is the stuff I talk about that, you know what, you need to know what you're getting into with a condo. This isn't like, at least if you're buying a house and it's like a lemon or stuff happens, you own the land, you're sitting on the land, the value's in the land. I know your condo's built on land, but if there's 250 suites in the building, really the value of all of that is the building, you know, the postage stamp lot. Yeah, you own that with another 250 people. You know what? This is what, now, okay, just for a second, have you guys heard the commercial on the radio where it's the timeshare exit team? Well, you guys, if you live in a condo that's got major problems, and we're all being really quiet about it because if we talk about it or put it in the minutes, we're going to lose the value of our condo. The value is going to go down because then everybody's going to lose the problem. So you guys, so apparently right now, this is your chance to get out. So if you're sitting in one of my very first videos, I say that, shit boxes. My husband can't believe I say that, but I do. Anyway, so you're sitting in a shit box right now. The exit team is here. Now, I want you guys to consider the source, okay? Will you guys just, if you're buying in a condo, just take a deep breath, like I'm going to try to take a deep breath, and do your homework, please. Cross your T's, dot your I's. This is not something you should be rushing into, all right? Because there's good news. There's good news on the horizon. So, oh my God, don't buy into that lemon. Don't go into a situation where there's multiple offers and where they're possibly going to say to you, if you come in with any kind of subject, they're not even going to look at it because we have multiple offers. You could, oh my gosh, well, you guys do whatever you want. I can't tell you what to do, but don't do it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. You know what? We were in one of those buildings where the president of the Strata was sitting on engineers' reports. He wasn't sharing them. Are you kidding me? And I remember, nobody wanted to talk about it. It was all hush, hush. They talked about it in an in-camera meeting, which is totally illegal, because that's only for, security, to protect somebody. That's not, you don't have an in-camera meeting and talk about all the crap that's going on in the building. So this is it is really scaring me. Okay, a new condo, fine, whatever, but you know what? I mean, are you jumping in because you're afraid that you're going to miss out? You know how we always talk about, people will do the silliest things or make really not sensible decisions out of fear of loss. If I don't jump in, if I don't get it, I'm out of it. I don't think that's true this time. I'm going to give you a couple of things. I'm going to give you one awesome article I'd like you to read. This lady is fabulous. If this happened in the housing market, I'm sure it's happening in the condo market. And I'm going to give you another fellow that I talk about quite often. He's going to give you some numbers. And so if you're looking for a condo, I think that is going to give you a sigh of relief that there might be more options available to you than what you're hearing right now. And you know, when we hear this stuff, there's so much of this going on in the US right now, is like, consider the source. Where is it coming from? A little bit of fake news maybe? I don't know. But oh, please do your homework. Okay, you guys, don't down the road say, I had no idea that they had a huge membrane issue with the building. It's nowhere in the minutes. They don't even talk about it. Geez, I never knew that the building had actually been blacklisted at the bank at one time. That's another story we can talk about. You know what? I really hope any realtors that I know that are like professionals, people that do business because they have built a reputation for themselves, are not getting involved in any of this. The best guy I ever had, and I only actually dealt with him once, but he actually is in West Vancouver. And I'm not going to say his name, and if he sees this, he'll probably know who it was. And I remember him saying to me one time, Leedy, do you know what? I will not take a listing in that building. We all know the problems in that building. We've all heard about the problems in that building. I would not take you there to show you a suite, nor would I let you buy one unless you absolutely instruct me, sharing with you what I know that you're going to buy it. But I'm going to make you sign a waiver that I advised you against it. And he told me something very interesting. And he said, you know, if we work in our communities, we know the buildings with problems. We know the buildings where there are issues because we do chatter about it. And so I am really hoping that the cream will rise to the top, which it normally does. And if there are some unscrupulous people out there, that, you know, karma catches up with you. Anyhow, and the reason I'm saying this is, like I say, if I was living in a really crappy building, this is my time to get out. Stick somebody else with the problem. And you know what? There are a lot of things that can go wrong in condos. There are some fabulous buildings out there. They are built really well. They got a great reputation, the developer does. I'm not saying they're all bad. There's a lot of them out there. And right now, these last couple of years, the way they're throwing these buildings together, like the newer ones, I just talked about the older ones, but what about the newer ones? Man, they're just throwing those things together. Have you noticed that? Have you ever driven by and go, oh my gosh, they're here, you know, look at that. They're putting the siding on already. Actually, I'm going to put a little trailer at the end, a couple little videos that I've taken just driving around town. I mean, there was a time, and we actually have done that and built a few houses ourselves for our own purpose, not for resale, like our own home. You know what? You know, you decide what time of year you're going to pour the foundation. You know, can we get the walls and the roof on before the rain season starts so, you know, nothing gets sopping wet. I don't know. What are the repercussions of all that down the road? You know, if you're buying into a building that, you know, did you watch that building being built? Did you know it sat there for 120 days of rain where everything's wet? Did they how do they dry that out before they put the siding on and all of that? Oh, you guys, you know what? Extreme caution, please. If somebody's telling you it's a frenzy right now, let's take a deep breath. Okay, I'm going to give you some information here. I got to reach it because I'm not going to be able to. I would love for you guys to, the title of this is The Real Estate Technique Fueling Vancouver Housing Market. I'm thinking that probably could say right now, the real estate technique fueling the condo market in Vancouver. The person that wrote it, her name is Kathy Tomlin, Tomlinso. N. She writes for the Globe and Mail. This article was published on February the 6th of 16, and it was updated in June of 17. And it just is a really, it's an eye-opener on the manipulation that was going on in the housing market. It absolutely blew my socks off. It absolutely blew my socks off on how this was dealt with CREA. I really think this should have been far more substantial. And so I do hope you'll check her out on Twitter. She is Kathy Globe. And so I really hope that you take the time, if you're in the market, that you first of all read this so you can get some real insight, what's going on and some of the people involved and who's doing it. It's an eye-opener, and I think it'll make you, or at least think twice and proceed with caution. And then my all-time favorite, I've mentioned him before, he does the numbers thing. I don't do that. I talk about what it's like living in a condo, some of the things that we've experienced that are like, I'm sorry, really scary shit. Okay, so Steve Sarusky, Steve, S-A-R-E-S-T-S-K-Y, and this is his most recent actually video that he put out, and it says, you can't reignite Canadian real estate this late in the credit cycle. So listen to his numbers, and we mentioned this. Actually, Tom Monroe and I do in our video where Steve actually talks about we're going to have the largest amount of condo units becoming available this year, and he talks about that. It's like 40,000. So you know that big squeeze right now, if you don't get that condo today, that you're screwed. You might just want to back up, read some of this stuff, make your own assessment, figure it out. I just don't believe what they're saying right now is true. Okay, guys, thanks for checking in. Please, if you're gonna buy, if you're in the market, just check that out. And then do whatever you know what, follow your gut. That's all you can do. Love you guys. I'm still in California. It's beautiful and sunny, so we'll see you in another week in the sunshine. Take care, and do check those little trailers at the back. Just check it out and have a look.
Today is February the 1st, 2018. This is pretty wet plywood. I just want to see how long it's going to take before they start covering up, and I'm not sure, like, should a buyer be worried about this down the road? Can any of you builders weigh in on this and give us some ideas?